Live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center in Fontana, California. This is the 2021 Challenge of the Americas on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live as we return trackside. The Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center and the Empire Karts Micro Rock class out there for our first main here in round number 4. Round 3 yesterday. And some great racing, looking for more of the same today. Ashton Woon, the 95, up front with Reese Brown, the 44. Mateo Calderon, the 98. Braylon Underwood, the 99. Jackson Porter, the 22. 13 is Julian Sanchez. And in the back, row 4, Troy Ferguson, the 43. All right, the field of 7 slowed down side by side, paired up. Green flag racing. And our first main around number 4 is underway. It looks like a good start as they make their way through turns 1 and 2. Now turn 4, the right-hander right in front of the grid. Good start by Woon in the 95. And that's what Ashton wanted, was to stay out of trouble early. 18 laps. For the mains, Mini and Micro going 15. Group number 2, Masters ROK and Senior ROK to the grid. The 95 of Woon out in front of the 44. Reese Bowman got a great start as well in the 44. Had a good day yesterday. Jackson Porter, we figured those three would be right there. The 22. Calderon, the 98. Ferguson, the 43, up 2. Braylon Underwood, the 99. And Sanchez, the 13 kart. Out of Sacramento. Empire Karts, the sponsor of the class. Micro ROK, 15-lapper for the round 4 bragging rights. Podium presentations to follow today's racing actions just as soon as all the classes become official. Also, no fuel, tires, oil left at the track. We appreciate your cooperation. Locked up front, bumper to bumper as they head downhill into the hairpin. The left-hander, turn number 8. Out of Scandy, turn 7. Woon, Bowman, and Porter going at it. with Calderon, Ferguson, and Sanchez. That next group of three, Braylon Underwood, the number 99. Out of the horseshoe. Bowman doing a great job up front. Now has the lead, and we'll see what Reese Bowman can do up front in cart number 44. As Porter will sneak in front of the 95 for second. Nice move by Jackson Porter right up in front of Ashton Woon. The young guns of the sport, the next generation, the future racers out there. Micro Rock Maine, sponsored by Empire Karts. South into the track underneath the smokestacks in Fontana. Outside turn 4, the NASCAR track. As the wind's still there and seems to be settling down, definitely from earlier today, where it was blowing around some of the track barriers. And we had to get them weighted down with some tires. As the track officials and the Challenge of the Americas crew earning their money today. Great job by the 44 of Bowman out front. Micro Rock leader. Plenty of time with 11 laps to go in the main. 1 minute lap times for the Micro Rocks. Masters ROK and Senior ROK up to the starting grid. Your main is next. Staying tied up front in Micro Rock. Nobody able to separate. And the young drivers putting on a clinic here as the 95 going to the front. Ashton Woon. And a good on-track battle there with Woon and Bowman going back and forth. And Jackson Porter right there in the mix as well as Troy Ferguson now up to 4th. Julian Sanchez. 5th, Calderon and Underwood. 6 Micro Rock drivers, bumper to bumper, into the horseshoe. Now into turn wood, a little inside move. Reese Bowman showing off his driving talents. Gets that 44 cart back to the front in front of the 95 of Woon. And it's Ferguson now in the 43 right there in 3rd. Porter behind him. Eight to go next time by Ashton Woon out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Reese Bowman, Thornton, Colorado. Nitro out in front of a comp cart for the time being. And into the horseshoe once again. Trading positions. A lot of passing in that part of the racetrack. This weekend here, Challenge of the Americas. Bowman, Woon, and Ferguson. 1, 2, 3. Porter now up at another spot. And Porter back up into 3rd. Ferguson sits 4th, and the 13 is Sanchez. Calderon, the 98, the 99 Underwood. 7 to go next time by. For the Empire Karts Micro Rock Maine, Flying into turn one on the fastest part of the racetrack. Long straightaway here, CalSpeed. And right in front of the grid. Good job by Porter. Gets that thing back up into the number 2 spot behind the leader, Ashton Woon. Still 6 laps to go. Plenty of time on the racetrack here to settle a winner. And only 3 spots on the podium, 6 karts all in a row. Fighting for position on the 15-turn layout. With the Odenthal Racing Products Masters ROK and the Ruthless Karting Senior ROK up next. Group 2. '95 of Woon, Jackson, Porter, Troy, Ferguson, Bowman back in the number 4 spot, Sanchez and Calderon. And in the 7th spot, Braylon Underwood. Scottsdale, Arizona drivers going 1-2. Three of them in a row. Crossing the stripe, 5 to go. Woon, Porter, and Ferguson. Now the top 3 in that battle, but right behind them, it's the 44 of Bowman. Don't count them out. Julian Sanchez and Calderon. Braylon Underwood, the 99. Ferguson has fought hard in this whole race, and now he's earning that top spot for now. The 43 up front with Porter. Looking to make an inside move into the right-hand turn number 4 and does. Porter goes to the front. Ferguson will follow him down the hill. 95 of Woon in third, then Bowman. And Bowman just laying down a quick lap. Nice job by Troy Ferguson. But it didn't last long as Porter back to the front in the 22 kart. Ferguson looks to the outside into the horseshoe. Not going to be able to make it happen. Porter keeps the advantage. It'll be 3 to go as they come out of turn 15. Side by side once again, running out of room. Into the right-hander. Porter will have the advantage. Getting hung on the outside was Ferguson. And will drop back to third. As they came into Kimbrell corner, turn number 1. Ferguson takes a look down on the inside to try to move from third to second. Not going to happen through the hairpin. Porter, the leader. Ferguson and Woon. Porter the lead, the orange cart approaching Long Beach. They'll get the 2 to go signed. Porter trying to separate a little bit. Not going to happen in this race. These 6 have been running together throughout. All 15 laps. Really impressive by the young drivers. As it's Porter, Woon, Ferguson, Sanchez, then Bowman, Calderon, and Underwood. White flag next time around. Looking for our first podium here in round number 4. Porter still the advantage through Horseshoe. Woon the 95, Ferguson right there as well. Knocking on the door. They'll come out of Long Beach. Porter the advantage once again. White flag, final lap. Comes way over down low on the inside, and they just went 4 wide down the straightaway. Porter somehow keeps the lead after all that, but gets hung out wide out of that right-hander and still comes off the corner enough for the lead, as Woon was right there in the 95. Now through the hairpin. And approaching Silk. Pulling up alongside Woon as they enter the carousel. And things could get interesting right here. We'll see if they make a move as they approach the Horseshoe, the short straightaway. We got one out on the outside. That's Ferguson. Woon right there inside, but Porter out front still. And now one more turn. Porter goes way down low, now back up high as they enter Long Beach. Has some momentum off the corner, but maybe not enough. Another photo finish. Looks like Porter had enough, and he does. Jackson Porter with a late move by Julian Sanchez on the outside coming off the Long Beach right-hand corner. And Ashton Woon settling for third. A thrilling finish. Bowman in the 4 spot. 5th is Ferguson. Anybody could have won that one. Calderon 6 with Underwood finishing in 7th. Great run in our first main by Micro Rock. Sponsored by Empire Karts. We'll be back, EKN Live, with our second main, Masters ROK and Senior ROK.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, The CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter kart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton focused chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental kart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. If you're searching for a program to elevate you in the motorsports ladder, Crosslink Competition is your next step. Crosslink Competition provides arrive and drive programs that include driver coaching, data analysis, and an engine rental program for all major events in the 2021 season. Team Crosslink is scheduled to compete at the SuperKarts USA Pro Tour, Rock Cup USA, and United States Pro Kart Series events, along with regional and local programs from their home base in Texas. Crosslink Competition is a full retail shop for the Xpree chassis and OTK kart parts. Many new and used packages are available right now through their Dallas headquarters. For drivers interested in making the jump from karting to cars, Crosslink provides a streamlined opportunity for you. Team Crosslink and Kiwi Motorsports is a championship-winning operation in the F4 United States Championship program, providing the perfect transition within the same. Drivers looking to compete with the elite level karting program or pick up gently used team equipment are asked to call 214-432-4413. Be sure to follow them on all social media platforms at Team Crosslink. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
Back with EKN Live, the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center trackside at CalSpeed. And our second main of the afternoon, round number 4, Challenge of the Americas, presented by Royce Baxter, Odenthal Racing Products Masters ROK, Ruthless Karting Senior ROK. Liam Letch up front with Macy Williams. On row number 1, 373, Andrew Zimmer. 332 is Ryan Vincent. Gabe Tesh at 348. The 350 is Rogers, Karen Rogers. Masters, 688, Derek Wang. Timothy Myers, 633. Adam Kasich, the 673, row 2. 627, Mike Smith from right here at CalSpeed. Row 3, David Pergonde, the 608. Pat Beckley, the 643. 638, Mike Giles. 629, Luke Tracy. And in the back, Arul Venkatesh and the legend Billy Cleveland. First group gets the green, racing on the throttle into turn 1, Kimbrell corner. And a good clean start. And the 317, Liam Letch, no surprise, right to the front. Second group gets the green, clean start. Derek Wang, the 688, right to the front end. Both groups, clean start. We're racing lap number 1, Senior ROK and Masters ROK. Odenthal Racing Products, the sponsor for Masters. Ruthless Karting, the sponsor for Senior. Group 3, a Talcart 100cc Junior, Acceleration Junior ROK to the grid. Group 3 to the grid. Letch pulling away, especially on the straightaways. Got that 317 dialed in. Out of the horseshoe, and Letch continues to open up. Zimmer, the 373. Macy Williams, the 314. Gabe Tesh, the 348 cart. And Ryan Vincent, the 332 for Senior Rock. Rogers moves up into fifth in front of Tesh. Derek Wing, 688 for Masters ROK. Timothy Meyer, the 633. Then it's Kasich. Mike Smith and Pat Beckley. Cleveland, the 619. Pergande, Mike Giles. The 638. Pergande, the 608. About a half a straightaway advantage for Liam Letch. Computes to about 2 seconds on the clock with Macy Williams, a 314. Zimmer back into third. Ryan Vincent, the 332. Round number 4. Challenge of the Americas here at CalSpeed. Williams keeping Letch in the sights with plenty of time left here. 13 to go still. 18 laps for the mains. Plenty of track time for the Challenge of the Americas drivers. 51 seconds, the average lap time for the senior rockers, making it around the circuit here. And once again, the gap, about 1.7 seconds, the advantage for Liam Letch over Williams. Wayne continues to lead in Masters ROK, a little bit closer there with Meyer right there in the number 2 spot, Adam Kasich. Mike Smith and Billy Cleveland. And Macy Williams narrowing the gap just a little bit, 1.6 that time around with 12 to go. So a lot of time left here, the 317 and the 314. And the Colorado drivers out there running 1-2 in Senior ROK. With Washington's Andrew Zimmer running third. Ryan Vincent runs fourth. And Wayne continues out front in Masters. And about the same that time as Williams, about a second and a half behind the leader. Letch has been controlling this one since we went green. And Group 3, the Italkart 100cc Junior and Acceleration Junior ROK up next. Letch got out on the early advantage once we went green. Wang did the same as we run Senior ROK and Masters ROK. The double green start after the stagger start with both classes. Smith dropping a couple as Kasich moving up behind Meyer, running third to Derek Wang and Masters ROK, Billy Cleveland, Mike Smith, and then it's Pergonde, Pat Beckley, and Mike Giles. Just past the halfway point. Liam Letch out front for Senior ROK, in front of Macy Williams, Andrew Zimmer, and Wang out front of Meyer and Adam Kasich. $100cc Junior and Junior ROK up next, Group 3, followed by Mini ROK. Round 4 mains just getting started as Letch and Wang dominating this one. The Odenthal Racing product sponsoring the Masters ROK. Ruthless Karting sponsors Senior ROK. Seven to go for the leaders as Letch crosses the start-finish line. And is just over a second now. Macy Williams continues to chip away at the lead. The 314 slowly but surely catching up to the leader. Not sure if 7 laps will be enough. Five to go next time they cross the start-finish line here at CalSpeed for our second main of the afternoon. As Letch, the lead has diminished with Williams taking a chunk out each time to go around. Not sure if 5 laps will be enough. For the Colorado drivers running out front 1 and 2, Andrew Zimmer and Ryan Vincent running third, fourth. Then it's Rogers, Gabe Tesh, Derek Wang for Masters over Meyer and Kasich. And that one's close as well up front in Masters. And Williams goes quick once again. And Williams looking to make this one interesting here in the final laps of the main for Masters ROK, Senior ROK, Odenthal Racing Products, and Ruthless Karting. the class sponsors. Half second the advantage now. It'll be 3 to go. Lech had a big lead. It's disappeared. Zimmer runs in the third spot, Senior Rock. And Derek Wang looking to grab another challenge of the Americas round win. Round 4 this afternoon, rounds 5 and 6 next month up in Sonoma. .643, a Beckley goes flying by right in front of the grid in the announcing booth, chasing David Pergande, running in Masters ROK this weekend here in rounds 3 and 4. It's been all Derek Wang in Masters ROK. As the field gets a 2 to go sign, Wang, Meyer, and Adam Kasich. Let's lead the way in senior over Macy Williams, Andrew Zimmer. And the biggest lead Derek's had out there all afternoon long. And the white flag is out for the Odenthal Racing Products Masters and Ruthless Karting Senior ROK Main. Macy Williams doing a great job second half of the race to keep things close, but it's been all Liam Lech. The leaders through the carousel. The yellow is out, a slowed cart. They'll get by without incident. Yeah. And we'll see who that is that limps their cart over to the infield off the racing line. As the checkered comes out. Lech grabbing the win. Macy Williams in second. And Ryan Vincent, a good late move to come up for third. In front of Zimmer, who finishes fourth. Fifth is Rogers. Tesh will grab sixth for Senior ROK. Derek Wang on the big win for Masters will grab the round 4 win over Timothy Meyer, hanging on for second. Billy Cleveland fighting back to finish third and grab a podium spot in front of Kasich for the important challenge of the Americas points. And the rough weekend will continue for Smith in the pre-main as he'll look to get his best work done later on. As he was finished on the podium, twice yesterday, but no wins. I know Smith was looking for more, so that'll be interesting points battle as well. And then it's Pat Beckley, David Pergande, Mike Giles, the late trouble. And we'll be back with our third group, a Talcart 100cc Junior and Acceleration Junior Rock. Up next, EKN Live.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, RK and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, Koyo bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter kart drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Leading Edge Motorsports is the industry answer to winning in karting. At the helm is industry veteran Greg Bell, who has orchestrated the success of many drivers dating back to the mid-1990s. Based in Lodi, California, Leading Edge Motorsports is the Western importer with IP Karting that includes the Praga and Formula K chassis brands. Leading Edge Motorsports provides in-depth driver development for those racers in Northern California and across the country. Arrive and drive services, kart preparation, and driver coaching are available under the LEM tent throughout the season. Bell's record of working with drivers includes recent victories at North America's biggest karting events, including the Rock the Rio and the SCUSA Super Nationals. Greg Bell's knowledge for building engines spans 2 decades and is now under the Mega Power branding, providing a reliable engine service and tuning knowledge. No matter the chassis brand, choose Mega Power to get to the front. Click over to leadingedgemotorsports.com for more and find them on social media to stay connected. At Leading Edge Motorsports, winning never gets old. In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live, back for the mains round 4. Challenge of the Americas. From the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center here at CalSpeed, bringing out our third group. A go-kart sponsored 100cc Junior, Acceleration Junior Rock. Tristan Young, the only Junior Rock. Alexander Gonzalez, the 814 up front with Cooper Auclair, the 821. Row 2, Lydia Small, the 815. Christian Cameron, the 819. Laney Benjamin, Ben Jamin, the 877, 839. Stephen Eisert, Dane Idelson, the 820. 818, William Ginn. G3, the 863. And Gracie Brown, the 812. Anthony White, the 816. Alex McPherson-Wyman, the 805. Grayson Schobert, the 855. Preston Lambert, the 817. Alex Rentala, the 836, 827. Zach Meyer. As Tristan Young gets the green, our Junior Rock driver. Valen Venkatesh, the 813. Saren Rao, the 888, and the 811 of Sergio Tapia. Second group approaches the line. Gonzalez and Auclair. Green flag racing. Getting stuck out wide as a couple made a move to the outside. Going 3 wide. Some big air behind the leaders. And a good hit there, but landed right side up. And has to be jarred there. Took a pretty good shot. And back on track, the 888. Happened in the back of the pack of Saren Rao. Good start up front by the rest of the field. GFC Mini Rock Group 4 up to the grid. GFC sponsored Mini Rock Group 4 up to the grid for your main. Gonzalez with the early advantage. Out of Pomona, right down the street, the Blue Thunder Nash Motorsports machine out front, 814 kart. Lydia Small right there, the 815, 821, Cooper Auclair. And Ben Jamin, the 877. In a very competitive field of junior 100cc drivers. Five of them in the lead group with Christian Cameron, the 819 right there. The 863 in 7th is G3. As the 815 of Lydia Small will go to the front. And Gonzalez will tuck in right behind in the number 2 spot, taking it through the hairpin. Just getting started, 18-lap main. GFC Mini Rock to the grid. They'll go 15 laps up next. Tristan Young, our only Junior Rock driver out there getting in some more laps. Small continues to lead the 815 kart over Gonzalez, the 814. $821 is Auclair, then Benjamin and Cameron And they're content just to run in a single file, follow the leader with 15 to go. Gonzalez, the 814, now trying to separate, getting back to the front. Gonzalez has been running up towards the front and has been quick all weekend long here at CalSpeed for Challenge of the Americas. From right down the street out of Pomona. A lot of these SoCal drivers, this is their home track, running with Tri-C and LAKC. Lydia Small, the 815, then the 877, Eleni Benjamin out of Temecula. Gonzalez will cross the stripe with the advantage. That's the order they're in as Benjamin moves up one in front of Cooper Auclair. Inside move there on Gonzalez. Nice move through the hairpin, that inside pass. And now Gonzalez right back up on the bumper of the leader, the 815, Lydia Small. Gonzalez will make the inside move right back through the horseshoe, and we've seen that one a lot this weekend. Nice driving by Gonzalez and Small. Some good passing right there. And Cooper Auclair as well moving up. Showing off the driving talents, the 821. Cameron back in the 6th spot. 7th is Iser. G3 runs 8th. 9th is Dane Idelson with Ginn in the 10 spot. Then Gracie Brown, Preston Lambert, Zach Meyer, Anthony White. And Sergio Tapia in the 15 spot, the 811 cart. Approaching horseshoe, still packed up front. Cooper Auclair, the 821. So approaching the halfway point in an 18-lap main. Odenthal Racing Products, Masters ROK, Ruthless Karting, Senior ROK. Auclair's turn up front with Gonzalez and Lydia Small. Benjamin right there. Then Christian Cameron. Isert in G3. The blue cart, the blue Thunder Machine, Nash Motorsports of Gonzalez back to the front. And nobody able to pull away here in Junior 100cc for the main. with some competitive racing up on the front end. Ten karts all in a line on the start-finish line as they cross at the halfway point. Gonzalez, Cooper O'Clair, and Lydia Small. Then it's Benjamin, Cameron, and Isert. Tristan Young, the junior rock driver, turning some laps, our only junior rock driver, out on track of the 246 kart. GFC sponsored Mini Rock to the grid. Group 4 up next. Nice little crossover there, and what a battle going on with those two up front. Through the hairpin trading positions, now through the carousel. They're not done yet. 4 of them now up front. Contact there, and a good save. Kart getting a little air as they had some trouble heading down the hill. And it looks like the 855 of Grayson Schobert. Lydia Small, the 815, 814 of Gonzalez, and Benjamin, the 877. Good run by Laney, just staying out of trouble, running third, right there with the leaders. Nice and patient with 6 to go. And Gonzalez has that move down pat, that inside move as they come into the horseshoe. Turn number 13. And the 814 of Gonzalez out front once again. Blue Thunder Nash Motorsports machine. And all 4 of those drivers hungry for a win. Actually 5 now in the lead group. Gonzalez, Lydia Small, Benjamin, Cooper O'Clair. The gap back to Cameron in G3. Dane Idelson runs 8th. 9th is Ginn. Gracie Brown 10th. Mini Rock to follow. Group 4 Mini Rock up next. Out of turn 15, now Gonzalez will sit in behind the leaders on the throttle. Fastest part of the racetrack is now it's Lydia Small back up front again, the 815. Gonzalez will take a look down on the inside of turn 4, but nobody will make a move. And Lydia Small will lead him down the hill, the 815. See if Gonzalez makes a move here into the hairpin. Nope, not close enough. And Gonzalez's favorite move is to dive down low there as they enter the horseshoe. See if they'll do it again right here. As they'll come into the carousel, and he's not going to wait for the horseshoe. Gets it done as they enter the carousel. What a pass again by Gonzalez. Now gets hung out to dry on the outside as they entered the horseshoe and loses not 1 but 2 spots. So Lydia Small, Benjamin follows her through, and Gonzalez, Cooper O'Clair. And another exciting race here. Challenge of the Americas and EKN Live. The final 3 laps here in Junior 100cc to settle things in round number 4. They'll head into the horseshoe. Gonzalez tucked into third, unable to make the move. Benjamin right in front of Alexander Gonzalez. And they'll get the 2 to go sign. Lydia Small in front of Laney Benjamin. Through Silk, no change yet. Nobody peeks a nose out to make a move through the carousel. Gonzalez thought about it. Not going to happen. Out of the carousel now. Nobody makes a move there. They'll head into Long Beach. Then we'll look for the white flag. Should be an exciting finish here. Junior 100cc. Benjamin in the number 2 spot. As Lydia Small has ran a great race here, as well as Gonzalez. All these karts up in that lead pack. Contact there with Auclair coming up into the back of Gonzalez. And that's going to allow Benjamin and Lydia Small to pull away a little bit there on the white flag lap. As Gonzalez running third will work back to try to gain him. Through the carousel now. Benjamin, where will she make the move? Will it be here? No. Small will protect down on the inside into the horseshoe. Now only Long Beach left to make the move. Nobody making a move through Long Beach. That's how they'll exit, and that's how they'll finish. Oh, white flag out. Jumping the gun there, getting too excited the way this class has been racing. And the crowd on their feet for this one, right in front of the grid. The 8:15 of Lydia Small and Benjamin. Through the hairpin. And now through Silk. They have a little bit of room. 2-kart battle now out of the carousel. South end of the track. And contact behind the leaders. And it won't affect the first 2 up front, but they're still tangled up through the carousel. And they'll come out of Long Beach. As Benjamin will not make the move. Some very important championship points there. Lydia Small and Laney Benjamin with Cooper Auclair staying out of trouble to finish third. Tristan Young, our Junior ROK driver. Only competitor, the 246. With Cameron unofficially in 5th. 6 goes to Dane Idelson, staying out of trouble as well and getting some good finishes. Gracie Brown 7th. 8th, William Ginn. And still untangling the mess down there. Tough break there as Gonzalez was involved. And the final kart's going to cross the line as Gonzalez will come out of turn 15. So wrapping things up and cleaning up the mess. All the drivers okay. 1 kart retrieval down there. EKN Live capturing all the action from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center. We'll be back with GFC-sponsored Mini Rock Group 4 Coming up next.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, the CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter kart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton focused chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental kart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. If you're searching for a program to elevate you in the motorsports ladder, Crosslink Competition is your next step. Crosslink Competition provides a ride and drive program that include driver coaching, data analysis, and an engine rental program for all major events in the 2021 season. Team Crosslink is scheduled to compete at the SuperKarts USA Pro Tour, Rock Cup USA, and United States Pro Kart Series events, along with regional and local programs from their home base in Texas. Crosslink Competition is a full retail shop for the Xpree chassis and OTK kart parts. Many new and used packages are available right now through their Dallas headquarters. For drivers interested in making the jump from karting to cars, Crosslink provides a streamlined opportunity for you. Team Crosslink and Kiwi Motorsports is a championship-winning operation in the F4 United States Championship program, providing the perfect transition within the same. Drivers looking to compete with the elite level karting program or pick up gently used team equipment are asked to call 214-432-4413. Be sure to follow them on all social media platforms at Team Crosslink. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, RK and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, Koyo bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter car drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Leading Edge Motorsports is the industry answer to winning in karting. At the helm is industry veteran Greg Bell, who has orchestrated the success of many drivers dating back to the mid-1990s. Based in Lodi, California, Leading Edge Motorsports is the Western importer with IP karting that includes the Praga and Formula K chassis brands. Leading Edge Motorsports provides in-depth driver development for those racers in Northern California and across the country. Arrive and drive services, kart preparation, and driver coaching are available under the LEM tent throughout the season. Bell's record of working with drivers includes recent victories at North America's biggest karting events, including the Rock the Rio and the SCUSA Super Nationals. Greg Bell's knowledge for building engines spans 2 decades and is now under the Mega Power branding, providing a reliable engine service and tuning knowledge. No matter the chassis brand, choose Mega Power to get to the front. Click over to leadingedgemotorsports.com for more and find them on social media to stay connected. At Leading Edge Motorsports, winning never gets old. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN live back from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center, trackside, CalSpeed Karting Center. As we get ready for the GFC-sponsored Mini Rock Main, they'll go 15 laps. With Rocky Moran, the 171 up front, Jackson Glendenning, the 113, Charlie Smith, the 112, row 2, Gage Korn, the 105, Nico Sarfati, row 3, the 111, 115, Gavin Witt alongside. Row 4, Keegan Rabikoff, the 188, the Truth, Truly Adams, and the 145. Row 5 is William Rasmussen, the 123, Cypress Andrus, the 126. Row 6, Alex Chartier, the 127, and Devin Walls, the 133. Row 7, Luca Bruncati, the 121. And the 124, Nix Eagleston. And row 8, Drew Walls, 144. Alexander Jacoby, the 118. No start. They'll bring him back around. No start. And from the back, the 193, John Antonino. And if anybody can do it from the rear of the field in a 15-lapper, it's John Antonino in the 193. So everyone will be watching what the kid could do from the back, looking to hard charge it to the front. All right, we'll try it for a second time. And this will be the second attempt as Mini Rock comes out of turn 15 down there at the south end of the track, coming back at us on the straightaway, looking for the green flag, and we got it, racing. And the GFC Mini Rock main is underway, 15 laps. They're good through turn 1 and 2, as well as 3. Now approaching turn 4, the right-hander coming right in front of us. And Rocky Moran got the start he wanted, the 171 third-generation driver out front. GFC Mini Rock and Rocky Moran getting the start he wanted down the south end through the carousel. And at a turn 15, lap number 1, Moran with 3 karts in close pursuit. Charlie Smith with a good start, the 112. Then the 113 is Glenn Denning. Sarfati, the 111. And Gage Korn, the 105 kart. Trouble right there. Somebody's off onto the infield. And it looks like a tough break for the 123 kart of William Rasmussen. Was 8th when it happened, and young William out of the kart taking a look at it. As the rest of the field will make their way around with Rocky Moran out front. Antonino getting by a couple drivers early. And Antonino already up into 11th position after just 2 laps. So watch out. Eyes on the 193 as Rocky Moran. The 171 continues to lead. Get the track officials over there, take a look at the 123 machine. So Moran out front, continuing hopefully in the footsteps of Rocky Sr. The best finish of 14th in the Indy 500 in 1989. And, of course, we were talking about it earlier in the weekend, teaming up with Mark Dismore and P.J. Jones in 1993, and Rocky Moran Sr. winning the 1993 24 Hours of Daytona. A Challenge of the Americas for the grandson. Not too shabby if it happens out front on the big lead. Sarfati, the 111, up into the number 2 spot. Glenn Denning third, and fourth is Gage Korn, the 105. Charlie Smith losing a few spots back to fifth. Then the Truth, Truly Adams, on a good one in sixth. Adam Moval. And the famous Adams Racing family, of course, Adams Motorsports Park, right down the road there in Riverside. Rocky Moran, the 171. Mini Rock. Nico Sarfati, the 111. Farther back, we'll see it was a second and a half last time around. And now it's 1.8 seconds. So Rocky Moran staying on the gas. 4 carts trying to reel him in right behind him. And Rocky's looking over for signals. And is out there on the lead all by himself. The 171 having a pretty good day here in round number 4. A lot of work left at the half. GFC Mini Rock, 15 laps for the main. Everybody else going 18. Sweet Tech Shifter Rock on deck. They'll be the next group, Group 5. For the 18-lap main round 4 Challenge of the Americas, presented by Royce and Baxter. Next month up at Sonoma for the final 2 rounds. Lead about the same as Nico Sarfati, that time 1.7 seconds back. Gage Korn running a strong one in third. Jackson Glendenning right there. Charlie Smith. 6 is Gavin Witt. Adams runs 7th. 8th is Antonino. Hard charging from the rear of the field. Still has 8 laps left. John Antonino, the 193. Down to 7 to go for the Ladera Ranch driver, Kart Republic, Rocky Moran. Sarfati, the 111, and Gage Korn, the 105, trying to reel in the leader. 4 carts. Behind the leader, led by Sarfati, Gage Corn, Glenn Denning, Charlie Smith. Six to go, and it's almost 2 seconds. So Moran is still getting away a little bit. They're definitely not catching up to him, although it's still close, about 2 seconds. Antonino now up to 7th position. Still plenty of time left with 6 to go. GFC Mini Rock Main, Swede Tech Shifter Rock, Group 5 to the grid. Swede Tech Shifter Rock up next. Podium presentations to follow today's racing action just as soon as all races are official. Through the right-hander and right in front of the announcing booth. On the grid, the 171 got out front early and not looking back. His head's not even moving. Rocky Moran in full concentration race mode with 5 laps to go. Sarfati, Corn, Glendenning, then Smith, Witt, and Antonino, followed by Andrus, Adams, and Keegan Rabikoff into the top 10. Sarfati still chasing down Moran with some help from Gage Corn, the 105. 113, Jackson Glendenning, Charlie Smith, the 112. As it'll be 3 laps to go when your leader, Rocky Moran, unchallenged so far in this one. Two and a half seconds now for Rocky Moran, opening up on him late stages of this one. 3 to go. San Jose, California's Nico Sarfati running a strong second throughout this one. Gage Corn and Jackson Glendenning. Charlie Smith, the 112, into 5th, and John Antonino from last up into 6th. And next up for Antonino would be the 112 of Charlie Smith. That time, for the first time, I noticed Moran taking a look back, see where everybody is. Trying to build on over that 2.5 second advantage. Nico Sarfati in the number 2 spot. Gage Corn 3rd. As they'll look for the white flag next time by. And Rocky Moran trying to take him the distance. Flag to flag, a wire-to-wire victory looking to get it done through the horseshoe. And he'll get the white flag. 1 to go for Rocky Moran. Sarfati, Gage Cornyn, Charlie Smith, and Jackson Glendenning. John Antonino 6th. Great job by Antonino from the back. And the Swede Tech Shifters to follow. Race Group 5, Swede Tech Shifter ROK on the grid. Nice little move down through Long Beach there. For the podium positions, checkered flag, a dominating performance by Rocky Moran. And Gage Corn with that move nicely up into the number 2 spot. Nico Sarfati 3rd after running 2nd most of the race. Charlie Smith 4th. 5th goes to Glendenning. Antonino hard charging from the back up to 6th. Gavin Witt 7th. 8th is Keegan Rabikoff. 9th, Devin Walls. Alex Chartier 10th spot. 11th goes to Luca Brancati. Drew Walls 12th. 13th, Alexander Jacoby. And Nick Eagleston 14th with Cypress Andrus 15th. As Rocky Moran dominates that one, we'll return EKN Live with Swede Tech Shifter ROK Maine when we return.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, the CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter kart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton focused chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental kart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. If you're searching for a program to elevate you in the motorsports ladder, Crosslink Competition is your next step. Crosslink Competition provides arrive and drive programs that include driver coaching, data analysis, and an engine rental program for all major events in the 2021 season. Team Crosslink is scheduled to compete at the SuperKarts USA Pro Tour, Rock Cup USA, and United States Pro Kart Series events, along with regional and local programs from their home base in Texas. Crosslink Competition is a full retail shop for the Xpree chassis and OTK kart parts. Many new and used packages are available right now through their Dallas headquarters. For drivers interested in making the jump from karting to cars, Crosslink provides a streamlined opportunity for you. Team Crosslink and Kiwi Motorsports is a championship-winning operation in the F4 United States Championship program, providing the perfect transition within the same. Drivers looking to compete with the elite level karting program or pick up gently used team equipment are asked to call 214-432-4413. Be sure to follow them on all social media platforms at Team Crosslink. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live. Back from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center, trackside at CalSpeed. Special thanks to our broadcast partners, Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam. As the Sweet Tech Shifter Rock class goes out for their main, Race Group 5. We have Kyle Wick, the 409, Race Liberante, the 434, Row 2, Keon Tandon, the 428, 436, Hunter Pickett. Row 3, Brendan Rosbarski, the 451, Ethan Ho, the 468. Enzo Prevost, the 425. Remo Rischetti, the 401. Jacob Golick, the 415. Micah Hendricks, the 473. 464, Aiden O'Neill. Ryan Martin, the 416. On row 6, row 7, Anthony Fries, the 469. And Cole Bailey, the 486. Row 8, Matthias Coito, the 422. And Connor Wick, the 419. Stefan Radinsky, the 408 on row 9, alongside Tyler Krennick, the 405. Row 10, Carly Taylor, the 482. Dustin Salaveria, the 483. And row 11 with Billy Musgrave. See what he can do from the back after having the issues early on in the pre-main. 402, Maximilian Opalski, and Robert Heck Jr., the 471. Shifters coming around and lining up on the start-finish line. 18 laps for the top of the box. Class sponsored by Sweet Tech. Shifters ready to go for an 18-lap main. They're lined up at the start-finish line here at CalSpeed. Green flag, we're racing. Good start for the first couple of turns. Liberante tucks into second, looks for more down on the inside. And Liberante thought better, was going to force the issues to head down the hill, but ran out of room. And a full field of shifters making their way around the Grande course here on lap number 1. At Long Beach for the first time, green flag conditions and the bragging rights leading lap number 1. Track record holder Kyle Wick, the 409. Race Liberante, the 434. Keon Tandon, the 428. Hunter Pickett, the 436. Early on, Musgrave up into 16th, looking for more. Has plenty of time. Auburn Washington's Kyle Wick out front early. Set that Trek record in perfect conditions yesterday. Musgrave, the big winner at the home track yesterday. As Wick will continue out front of Liberante, Keon Tandon and Hunter Pickett. Jacob Golick, the 415, and Ethan Ho, the 468. Rusbarski, the 451, and Hendricks, the 473 kart. Then Aiden O'Neill in 9th and 10th early on is Ruskitty. Musgrave up to 14th. Saw how Antonino did it in our previous race, hard charging from the rear of the field after having issues in the pre-main. M2 100cc Masters to the grid. M2 100cc Masters to the starting grid. Race Group 6. Yellows out south end out of Carousel. So no Enzo Prevo showing up on scoring the 425 and no 471 at Heck Jr. Wick will continue out front of Race Liberante. On lap number 4, Keon Tandon, the 428 runs third. Hunter Pickett continues to run fourth. Then Golick. And Musgrave 13th, not making a move that last time around as Coido, the 422, the next one in his sights. And the M2 100cc Masters class up next, race group 6. 3 races to go after this one, the Sweet Tech Shifter Rock class on the racetrack. Our podium presentations just as soon as all the races are official. Later this afternoon, also want to remind everybody, no fuel, tires, or oil left at the racetrack. We appreciate your cooperation. Kyle Wick, Race Liberante, and Hunter Pickett. 1, 2, 3. Tandem back to fourth. Five karts pretty much in that lead group with Jacob Golick, the last one, the 415. Gap back to sixth, being led by Brendan Rozbarski, the 451 kart. And down to 11 to go in this one. Liberante still chasing Wick. Thought about making that move early on lap number one, and Liberante would have had the lead. But thought better of it, as just ran out of real estate as they headed down the hill in lap number one. Liberante tucked back in behind Wick, and the rest is history. 7 laps into it with Liberante running right behind Wick still. Everybody being patient. Nobody going to make a move yet. And Musgrave up to 11th now. Getting by Coito and Freeze. So halfway next time by, Musgrave from last to 10th. With still 9 to go next time by. Flying up the straightaway here, CalSpeed with 9 to go, just past halfway. Kyle Wick, track record holder yesterday, setting the new mark. Too much wind early on today. Weren't going to see a track record, although it has mellowed out a little bit here in the afternoon hours, just in time for the mains. With the M2 100cc Masters class up next. As Race Liberante, formerly out of the Lancaster area, officially out of Sewickley, Pennsylvania now, the race factory driver. Tandon continues to run fourth. Fifth is Golick, and Rozbarski runs in the sixth spot. And the advantage about the same. It's about 3 to 4 kart lakes, depending on what part of the racetrack they're on. The advantage for the leader, Kyle Wick, over Race Liberante. So Billy Musgrave all the way back from the back of the pack up into 8th. There's still 7 laps to go. Wick and Liberante up there 1-2 since we went green. And the M2 100cc Masters up next, race group 6. 3 mains to go after this one. Crossing the stripe once again. Another lap turned in on the lead by Kyle Wick, the new track record holder. Think he'd rather have the win in round 4 for the Challenge of the Americas. Liberante still in the number 2 spot, followed by Hunter Pickett and Jacob Golick. Keon Tandon in 5th now, the 428 kart. Musgrave up to 7th. Musgrave out of MRC, Riverside, California. And it'll be 5 to go as they cross the start-finish line. For the Sweet Tech Shifters, Wick, Liberante, and Pickett, followed by Golick, Keon Tandon. And Musgrave gets by another one. He's up to 6th place. Now he has his work cut out for him for the next one, though. It's quite a ways up there for Keon Tandon and the 428. As Musgrave got by O'Neill and Hendricks. Four to go now in this one. Sweet Tech Shifter, Maine. And Wick, the 409, has a little bit more room now on Race Liberante. He's going to try to take him the distance for the big round 4 Challenge of the Americas victory here. Race Liberante doing all he can. And Hunter Pickett right there as well, the 436, 415 Golick. Tandon, the 428. And Musgrave already impressing to get up into 6th. But with only 3 to go, not sure if a podium's realistic at this point, but I wouldn't be surprised. Next time by, it'll be 2 to go for your leader, the 409, Kyle Wick out of Auburn, Washington, the GFC kart. Taking them the distance in this one. Pickett running a good one as well. Hunter Pickett, the Benicia, California driver. Solid 3rd, the 436. 2 to go as the leaders get the 2 to go sign. Liberante is going to have his hands full hanging on to that number 2 spot on the podium as Hunter Pickett really applying the big-time pressure here. Through the horseshoe now, the leader. And he'll take it out of turn 15, Long Beach corner, looking for the white flag. 1 to go for the Sweet Tech Shifter Rock Main. And Kyle Wick looking to get it done. Race Liberante hanging on to the number 2 spot in front of Hunter Pickett. Jacob Golick, Keon Tandon, Billy Musgrave in 6th from the rear of the field. Final turn and the checkered flag. Kyle Wick getting it done. An impressive performance there. Round 4 getting it done in the Sweet Tech Shifter Rock Main. Race Liberante ran second the whole time as well. Finishes there. Hunter Pickett third. Jacob Golick up for fourth. Fifth is Keon Tandon. Billy Musgrave from the rear of the field up for sixth. Seventh is Aiden O'Neill. Hendricks will finish eighth. Ninth is Ruskitty. Ethan Ho will finish 10th. 11th, Anthony Fries. Dustin Salaveria in 12th. 13th, Maximilian Opalski. Cole Bailey will finish 14th. 15th, Ryan Martin. And we'll be back for the next one, EKN Live. And up next, M2 100cc Masters when we return from CalSpeed Challenge of the Americas.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, RK and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, coil bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC Racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter car drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Leading Edge Motorsports is the industry answer to winning in karting. At the helm is industry veteran Greg Bell, who has orchestrated the success of many drivers dating back to the mid-1990s. Based in Lodi, California, Leading Edge Motorsports is the Western importer with IP karting that includes the Praga and Formula K chassis brands. Leading Edge Motorsports provides in-depth driver development for those racers in Northern California and across the country. Arrive and drive services, kart preparation, and driver coaching are available under the LEM tent throughout the season. Bell's record of working with drivers includes recent victories at North America's biggest karting events, including the Rock the Rio and the SCUSA Super Nationals. Greg Bell's knowledge for building engines spans 2 decades and is now under the Mega Power branding, providing a reliable engine service and tuning knowledge. No matter the chassis brand, choose Mega Power to get to the front. Click over to leadingedgemotorsports.com for more and find them on social media to stay connected. At Leading Edge Motorsports, winning never gets old. In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing, is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services, or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
We are back, EKN Live. 3 more mains for round 4 and to wrap up the weekend as the M2 100cc Masters drivers take to the track. Smith had a little trouble but got it fired up, and he's getting the 727 out there off the grid and onto the racetrack. As it'll be Brett Harrelson, the 704 Blue Thunder Nash Motorsports machine up front on row number 1. Carlos Calderon, the 711. Timothy Meyer, the 733 row 2, along with Mike Smith, 727, just made it off the grid. Ian Conches, the 735. Eric Action Jackson in the Jimmy Gregory 742 machine. Dana Estes, row 4, the 702. BP Brian Phillips of the 759 alongside row 5. Preston Newberry, the 707. Holland Hahn, the 739. Row 6, John Madrigal, the 777, and Thomas Jackson, the 744. And there's David Fedler, the 776, and Steve Dunn, the 770. Green flag racing, and we are underway. Good start into turn number 1, the Kimbrell corner. And just like he did in the pre-main, that's what Harrelson wanted to do. He's out front early, the 704. Brett Harrelson, the 733. Timothy Meyer tucks into second. Early on with Brett Harrelson leading the way, got out on the early advantage from the pole. What he needed to do, talking with Brett earlier, said he just didn't seal the deal yesterday, and definitely looking to do it with some positive results here in round number 4. Next month, the final 2 rounds, 5 and 6, up at Sonoma. Sonoma Raceway, formerly Infineon, formerly Sears Point, Sim Raceway Kart Center, formerly Jim Russell Karting Facility. At a Long Beach Turn 15, Harrelson Masters 100cc, class sponsored by M2. Forward direction 100cc senior group 7 to the grid. Forward direction 100cc senior to the grid. Advantage about the same for Harrelson out front. A Meyer, the 733 in the number 2 spot. Calderon, the 711. Concha's running a good one, the 735 in 4th. And Dana Estes having a good weekend, running in 5th. Mike Smith, the 727 from right here at CalSpeed, runs 6th. And Eric Action Jackson, the 742 of Jimmy Gregory, runs 7th. Running on the Canadian Fireball fuel. South end of the track through the carousel, bringing it back into the horseshoe. The Grande track layout for rounds 3 and 4 this weekend. Challenge of the Americas, the Southern California stop, as they got the 2021 edition started last month in Phoenix. Meyer's still right there, not going away. Harrelson not able to pull away. The 704 has proven to be tough to get around. Lap number 4 down through the carousel underneath the smokestacks here at CalSpeed. Mike Smith just laying down a quick lap there. The 727 runs in 4th. Meyer's still right there, keeping it close with Harrelson the leader, as well as Calderon the 711, and Smith runs 4th, the 727. Concha's back to 5th in the 735 with Action Jackson in 7th, behind Dana Estes running in 6th, behind Concha's, the 702 of Dana Estes. Meyer just playing follow the leader with Harrelson. Still has plenty of time left as they're approaching the halfway point. 7 laps into this one, an 18-lap main. And the forward direction 100cc seniors up next. After that, the final race of the weekend, the Ron White Racing sponsored Masters Shifter ROK. Of course, when all races become official, we'll hand out the trophies with our podium presentation. And want to remind all the race teams, no fuel, tires, oil are to be left here at the track. Meyer even getting closer that time, especially out of turn 2 behind Harrelson. Harrelson qualifying at the top, taking the pre-mains and not getting it done yesterday, but looking to do that today for some redemption. Leaders just past halfway, taking it into the horseshoe. The quick left hand turns 13 and 14 on the Grande layout, going clockwise this weekend. And coming out of turn 15, halfway home for Brett Harrelson, but feeling the pressure from Timothy Meyer's 733 kart and Carlos Calderon's 711. Mike Smith not far behind, trying to make it a party of 4. Back to Concha's, the 735, running 5th. 6th is Dana Estes. Action Jackson runs 7th, the 742. 759, BP, Brian Phillipson. Then it's Madrigal, Hahn, the 744 of Thomas Jackson, Preston Newberry, the 707, 776 of Fedler, and no Steve Dunn, kart 770 making the show. Seven to go, 4-kart battle. Smith has joined them. Harrelson has led this one since the start. With the forward direction 100cc senior class up next. And then the final race of the weekend, the Ron White Racing Masters Shifter ROK. The question is, can Harrelson do what he didn't get done yesterday? Felt like it was unfinished business. Was talking with the driver of the 704 earlier. On the grid, so far so good, but 3 karts behind him. Meyer, Calderon, and Mike Smith breathing down his neck with 6 laps to go. 5 to go when they cross the start-finish line. Brett Harrelson. Not as close this time around. Had a little space at the end of the straightaway with Meyer and Calderon right there. Then Mike Smith. Smith got hung up a little trying to make that move last time around and now has to work hard to join up with the leaders once again. It's taken him a lap and a half to do that after the failed pass attempt. Smith trying to get up last time around from 4th to 3rd. Trying to get up closer to the leader, Brett Harrelson. As it'll be 4 to go, taking it out of turn 15 at the far end of the racetrack. Coming back up the straightaway, headed towards us here at the grid. Announcing tower here at CalSpeed, right next to the grid, up at the top part of the track. Harrelson once again with a little bit of breathing room. As Calderon and Smith try to work their way around Meyer in second. Out of the hairpin. Once again trying that move, I believe it was Smith as he entered the carousel. Saw Gonzalez do that earlier and make it work. And not this time. In the meantime, as they battle for position, the leader, Harrelson, able to open up a little bit. As it'll be 3 to go. Smith, Meyer, and Calderon. As it took Smith 2 laps, but he got by him. And now has the lead and Harrelson in his sights. Smith with a couple of podiums yesterday, but not a win. As Harrelson has led throughout. So now Harrelson looking at 2 to go. The Riverside, California driver, Smith from right here in Fontana. And from right here at CalSpeed. Builds the tracks, comes up with the different track configurations. And gets a little bit closer to the leader with time running out. As they'll bring out the white flag next time around. Harrelson so close after not getting it done yesterday. And the 100cc seniors up next for their main. 2 races to go for round 4 and the weekend here at CalSpeed. EKN live capturing the action. And out of turn 15, white flag, 1 to go for Brett Harrelson. Mike Smith in the number 2 spot. Calderon and Meyer. Meyer was running second pretty much the whole race. Last lap, they got around him. Smith trying to get up close enough to give himself an opportunity. Harrelson into the hairpin now. Time running out. For Smith, the 727 now out of silk. They'll approach the Contino Carousel. Turns 11 and 12, just 3 turns left as they'll exit the carousel now into the horseshoe. Smith not close enough and isn't going to get there. Brett Harrelson out of Long Beach plays it safe. Blue Thunder Nash Motorsports, Brett Harrelson. And the crowd loves it. Getting loud here in Fontana. Great job by Smith to finish second. Carlos Calderon third. Meyer will grab fourth. Fifth is Conches. Nice run by Eric Jackson up for sixth. Seventh is BP, Brian Phillipson. John Madrigal, eighth. Ninth is Dana Estes. Hulin Han will finish 10th. 11th is Thomas Jackson. Preston Newberry, 12th. 13th, David Fedler. And no Steve Dunn, the 770. Wrapping up Masters 100cc EKN Live. We'll be back with the Forward Direction 100cc Senior Main. They're fired up on the grid.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, the CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter cart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton Focus chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental cart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live back for two more big races here in round number 4 to wrap up the weekend. Challenge of the Americas and some great racing on the record-breaking weekend. Presented by Royce Baxter. From the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center, 2 more races to go on the afternoon. And a special thanks, shout out going to our broadcast partners, Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, as well as CRG Nordam. Alex Siragusa, the 940. Liam Letch, 971. Forward Direction, the class sponsor, 100cc Senior approaching the line. A full field here. Split them up in qualifying, and they're flying into turn number 1. Full field still side by side. They get through turns 1 and 2. Now turn 4. Who's going to lead it down the hill? It'll be the 940, Siragusa. Still 3 wide heading down the hill, and they're going to have to squeeze into single file heading into the hairpin on lap number 1. And that's a start Alex Siragusa needed. Trouble there into that right-hander behind the leaders on lap number 1, but all 4 carts back on track. Including the 944, Mason Turnin. Lap number 1, and the lead pack out of Long Beach, and Siragusa in front of the shoe. Liam Letch and Kyriakos Siokas. The 963 out of Sacramento. Got a great start. Macy Williams, Dante Yu. The 988 of you. Carson Porter, the 922. 952, Tyler Ruth. Blake Nash, 924. Has his work cut out for him. Then it's Gabe Sessler, the 941. And the 915, Colby Dubato. So Drew doesn't waste any time. After the good start by Alex Siragusa and the Anaheim drivers running 1 and 2 once again early on in this one. Liam Lech, the 971. $18 laps for the man. See what we can do. Drew out on the front end. This is where he wants to pull away. You saw in the last race, they got up close to Harrelson towards the end, but Brett got it done. And the shoe looking to shoe it to a victory here in the main. Lech getting by Siragusa as well. And Drew working on that half-second advantage last time around. As a line of karts behind him tries to reel him in. Drew still with the advantage as he enters turn number 1. 5 laps into it. Lech runs second. The 971 kart. And Siragusa got the early start, was out there on the lead, right there in the hunt, runs third. Watching Nash, the 924, currently running 7th. Behind Dante Yu. The advantage about the same as it remains about a half second as Lech still right there, a few kart lengths behind the leader. Drew not able to pull away by much, but hanging on to that lead. Still plenty of time with 12 to go. And the Ron White Racing Masters Shifter Rock final race of the weekend to the grid. Through Cambrell, turn 1, and then turns 2 and 3, setting it up for the sharp right, turn 4. There's been a lot of passing there as the 971 just getting a little bit closer. Liam Lech to Jake Drew, the leader in the 929. Drew doing all he can, getting the most of that 9:29, flying up the straightaway, headed back at us. Right in front of the grid, still has the advantage and the lead over Liam Lech, 9:71. 9:40, the early leader, Alex Siragusa. Macy Williams, 9:14. Dante Yu, the 9:88, up to 5th. And Blake Nash up to 6th position. Approaching the halfway point. As Drew gets the sign. And the shoes halfway home. Liam Lech runs in second, third Williams. Then it's Siragusa, Blake Nash, Dante Yu. Siokas runs in 7th. 8th is Carson Porter. Tyler Ruth runs 9th. 10th, Colby Dubato. Gabe Sessler, Jacob Hoover. 13th is Aiden Aquino. K&N, Casey Gillis, the 911, runs 14th. 15th, Jack Doyle. Jake Drew, south end of the track. Contino Carousel turns 11 and 12. Big winding right-hander brings him back around to a short straightaway. Setting it up for the left-hand turns. 13 and 14, the horseshoe. 15 turns on the layout, the Grande clockwise. As Drew gets in another lap with the advantage over Liam Lech. Blake Nash up to 3rd. Macy Williams 4th. Dante Yu 5th. Don't look now. Here comes Blake Nash in the 924. So Nash trying to get closer to Lech. As they'll still have 6 to go when they cross the start-finish line. 6 laps to go, and Drew's going to have to hold off the charge. Nash trying to get closer and closer, running back from 3rd. Jake Drew, the leader. Liam Lech right there, the 971. As it'll be 5 laps to go. Jake Drew trying to shoe the 921 to a big Challenge of the Americas round 4 victory here, but he's got to lead this thing for 5 more laps. And the 971 of Liam Lech. has been running in second and is right there, ready to pounce. Blake Nash just not close enough yet. In front of Macy Williams and Dante Yu. And down to 4 to go in this one with Drew out in front of Letch, Blake Nash third, then Macy Williams, Dante Yu. Letch is closest, running in the number 2 spot. About the closest he gets up is to about 2 kart lengths behind the leader, Drew. So obviously Drew going to be tough to get around here at the home track. Has plenty of experience out here at CalSpeed. And the final group on the grid, Ron White Racing Masters Shifter ROK, going to be our final race of the weekend. Up next on the grid, 4 to go in this one. And now 3 to go as Drew crosses the line right in front of the 971 Letch. Blake Nash gets closer. With the 914, Macy Williams right behind him. And a strong driving performance by Blake Nash in this one. After the trouble in the earlier pre-main. Drew so far unchallenged, even though Letch has got in close. And Jake Drew will get the 2 laps to go sign. The 929. Ryan Perry Motorsport Machine. Early leader, Siragusa back in the 7th spot. 8th is Tyler Ruth, the 952. Aquino up in the 906. And 10th, Dubato. So Colby getting up into the top 10. As the white flag comes out for Jake Drew, this is it for Letch. About the closest he's been, but just can't get much closer or attempt to make a move. And Nash with a great driving job this afternoon, but not close enough. Takes a look back over his right shoulder and sees Macy Williams about 3 kart lengths behind. Through Silk now, Jake Drew. Let's get real close through the carousel. And now through the horseshoe. Seen a lot of passing right there, but Let's just unable to get up there. With the 929, just dialed in for the main, and it got dicey into Long Beach. And Drew will hang on to it. Letch did all he could do. And the shoe gets the big win, the 929, Liam Letch. And Blake Nash up for 3rd, Macy Williams 4th. 5th goes to Dante Yu. Kerry Siokas, the 963, gets 6th. 7th is Alex Siragusa. 8th, Tyler Ruth. Aquino gets 9th. Gabe Sessler up for 10th. Casey Gillis finishes 11th. Bryce Stevens, 12th. 13th, Jack Doyle. Michael Meechoff, the 14th position. And 15th, Jacob Hoover. EKN Live will be back for our final race of round 4 and the weekend when we return the Ron White Racing Masters Shifter ROK.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. If you're searching for a program to elevate you in the motorsports ladder, Crosslink Competition is your next step. Crosslink Competition provides arrive and drive programs that include driver coaching, data analysis, and an engine rental program for all major events in the 2021 season. Team Crosslink is scheduled to compete at the SuperKarts USA Pro Tour, Rock Cup USA, and the United States Pro Kart Series events, along with regional and local programs from their home base in Texas. Crosslink Competition is a full retail shop for the Xpree chassis and OTK kart parts. Many new and used packages are available right now through their Dallas headquarters. For drivers interested in making the jump from karting to cars, Crosslink provides a streamlined opportunity for you. Team Crosslink and Kiwi Motorsports is a championship-winning operation in the F4 United States Championship program, providing the perfect transition within the same. Drivers looking to compete with the elite level karting program or pick up gently used team equipment are asked to call 214-432-4413. Be sure to follow them on all social media platforms at Team Crosslink. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, RK and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, coil bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter kart drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at CalSpeed Karting in Fontana, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
Backtrack side from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center, EKN Live for the final race of the weekend. Wrapping up round number 4 this afternoon. And it'll be the Ron White Racing Masters Shifter ROK. Cliff Kuala, the 531, 595, Michael Valiante. Kevin Woods, the 594. Garrett McKelvey, the 525. Adam White, the 587. Ryan Yop, the 580. Nick George, the 581. 506 is Nick Firestone. Warren Kinberg, the 501. Alan Morty, the 566. Michael Goss, the 591. Javier Colombo, the 569. 500 is Jeff Mills. Eric Action Jackson, the 586. 539, Bill Piles. Patrick O'Neill, the 564. Douglas Brandt, the 555, and the 556, Adrian Young. All right, so no Action Jackson in the 586. And the lineup, the shifters. Final race of the weekend. Ron White Racing, the class sponsor. Remember our podium presentations just as soon as all the races are official. And remember, you cannot leave any fuel, tires, or oil here at the track. Shifters ready. Here we go. Time for the final race of the weekend. Racing. It was a 595 Ital kart that got the best start of the bunch, and that's Michael Valiante going out on the early lead. As overall, good start for the field. Things getting a little loose into that Kimbrell corner turn number 1, but the field survives. And Valiante got the best start. Woods up into second as Valiante will lead lap number 1. Adam White back to third and Kuhala fourth. McKelvey runs in fifth in cart number 525 early on. And Valiante will continue to lead Woods. Early on in this one as they head out of turn 15. Woods trying to keep them close. As it remains the same, just a tad under 1 second the advantage. Kuala gets up to third, Adam White fourth. Woods not getting any closer that time around, but then again, Valiante not able to separate anymore. Koala continues to run in third, then Adam White in the number 4 spot, the 587 of Adam White at a Half Moon Bay up in Northern California. Into the Long Beach corner now are our leaders, Michael Valiante, Shifter Rock Masters, Ron White Racing, the sponsor of the class. I'd like to thank all of our Challenge of the Americas sponsors. Couldn't do it without you, including, of course, Royce and Baxter, our presenting sponsors. EKN Live all weekend long in the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center, and, of course, Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, and CRG Nordham. Michael Valiante, Shifter Rock Masters leader. Kevin Woods going fast last time around. Quick lap. 594 in the orange. Stalking the leader and getting much closer that time around. Woods a big winner yesterday. Round number 3. And plenty of time left with 12 to go. And there was the inside moving to Long Beach, and he crossed them back. And still bumping and thumping at the end of the straightaway, and Woods forcing the issue. A little bit unnecessary there into turn 1. And Kevin Woods to the lead. Woods now out front, and we'll see what he can do out front in the 594 cart. Made that inside move into Long Beach as Valiante got him back out of the corner. And Woods fought back and just had a better run down the end of the straightaway. Looks like there might have been a little bump and run, but no harm, no foul, as it was just a racing incident. And Woods to the front. Valiante in the number 2 spot. Cliff Kuala in 3rd. 4th is Adam White, and McKelvey runs 5th. The 525, Nick George, 581 in 6th position. 7th is Nick Firestone. Ryan Yop runs 8th in the 580, 591, Michael Gosh. Alan Morte into the top 10, the 566 cart. And it didn't take Woods long once he got by on the lead. Definitely trying to open up ever so slightly with still 9 to go in our final race of the weekend. Have our podium presentation to follow as soon as all of our races become official. Javier Colombo just out of the top 10, the 569 in 11th. 12th, Patrick O'Neill. Jeff Mills, the 500. 13th position at 14th, Douglas Brandt. 539, Bill Piles, 15th. Woods about just under a second the advantage over second place Valiante, the early leader. Kuala running third, the 531 kart. And 6 laps to go for Kevin Woods, Newark, California CRG driver. Woods taking it through Silk, the short straightaway that'll set it up for Contino Carousel. Trying to lengthen on that, just about a 1.5 seconds advantage over Michael Valiante as Woods. Laying down the consistent 51-second lap times out there on the lead. And it's about a 1.5 seconds advantage over Michael Valiante. Cliff Kuala, Adam White runs fourth. Fifth is still Garrett McKelvey out of Temecula. The GFC 525 kart. 5 laps to go for Kevin Woods, looking to double up after the big win yesterday. Woods, Valiante, Cliff, Kuhala, Adam White, and then McKelvey. No change up front as the leaders go by in front of the grid. With 4 laps to go, the Newark, California driver looking to get it done, Kevin Woods. Three to go for Woods as he opens up on that lead. Should be about 2 seconds the advantage with time running out as Michael Valiante and Cliff Kuhala run second and third. And it's just over a 2 second advantage for the man in orange. So next time by, 2 to go. 2 laps to go. Final 2 laps of the weekend. And Kevin Woods looking to double up and get it done. Winds settled down for the afternoon as some of the race teams are pretty worried this morning, but things really settled down. And we wrapped things up here in round number 4 with some perfect racing weather, and Kevin Woods doesn't mind it one bit as he's got 2 to go for a big victory. McKelvey taking a look, the 525 on the 587 to Adam White. That's for 4th and 5th. But can't make it work as he tried it again out of the hairpin, now through Silk. Koala hanging on to the number 3 spot and the podium. And Woods will look for the white flag here and get it as he comes out of turn 15. 1 to go. Woods through the hairpin now, still has the big advantage. Some slower traffic, but well ahead. And he won't even have to deal with it as he comes out of the carousel and heads into the horseshoe. And one more turn to go for Kevin Woods. Shifter Rock Masters, sponsored by Ron White Racing. And the checkered flag. Woods doubles up on the weekend, gets the victory. Valiante finishes 2nd, the 595 kart. And Cliff Koala finishes 3rd. 4th, Adam White. McKelvey hangs on to 5th, 6th, Nick George. Ryan Yop finishes 7th, 8th, Nick Firestone. Alan Morton 9th, and 10th is Michael Gosh. Patrick O'Neill in the 11th spot, 12, Colombo. Jeff Mills, 13, 14, Brandt. And Bill Piles, 15th. Wrapping up a very successful race weekend and a great record turnout and track records for EKN Live. And for Rob Howden and DC David Cole, I'm Chappy. And we'll see you at the racetrack.
Thank you for joining us from the Challenge of the Americas in Fontana, California. Our EKN Trackside Live coverage, audio production, and social media was managed by David Cole. Today's broadcast commentary was provided by Tim Chapman. Big thank you to our broadcast partners this weekend: Courtney Concepts, Leading Edge Motorsports, CRG Nordam, and Team Cooper Tire. This EKN Live broadcast is copyrighted by eKartingNews.com and the Howden Media Group. This is Rob Howden, and thank you for tuning in this weekend and throughout the entire 2021 season.